What's it like playing golf with the Taylormade P760s? Let's find out, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button. Put the thumbs up if you're enjoying the content, and as always, I want you to comment below. In this video, I want you to comment what is the best iron you've taken out on a golf course this year. It may not necessarily be the irons that you're playing, but which iron have you enjoyed the most? I'm lucky enough to be out here on a beautiful summer's evening, well, autumnal evening, but it is glorious out here. I have half a set of the Taylormade P760s. I'm going to hit some off some tees. I'm obviously going to hit approach shots. I'm going to do some chipping around the greens with these clubs. I have done a dry ball data test of these clubs, and I will put a link of that above. But if you want to see how I got on with these golf clubs out on the golf course in real life scenarios, make sure you stay tuned. That one should be pretty close. Let's go find out. Now, if you haven't seen a review of the Taylormade P760s yet, I will go through a few of the bits of technology that is in there for you. The P760 has taken over from the Taylormade P750 and the Taylormade P770 range. So now we have two sets of irons moulded into one. Not only have Taylormade replaced two sets of irons with one, but we also have speed foam in the longer irons. So 3 iron to 7 iron, we have speed foam in there, leading to higher ball speed on off-centre strikes. This hole's 400 odd yards. I've just hit a 4 iron off the tee, a 6 iron from the middle of the fairway. And they weren't good strikes, but look where we are. Now, absolutely, you can say, James, what on earth are you harping on about? That ball's 50 feet away from the flag. But I'm on line with the flag, I didn't strike either of the shots well, and I'm putting for birdie. Well, 2 putts for par, let's call it. Now, you could say that that's not really impressive. 2 bad strikes, you just hit the front of the green. However, I've just saved par there, and without the speed foam in those clubs, I don't think I'd have got that distance on off-centre hits. Let's go to the next tee. I'm going to hit 4 iron again. Let's see if we can actually strike one well. You see, the big point is with these clubs is that these are players' irons. They're not like the P790s where they're just designed for pure distance. They're not pumped up lofts. There's no tricks in them. These irons are for good players. But that doesn't necessarily mean good players don't want a little bit of help. Didn't need it that time. That was absolutely striped. 4 iron, a bit of a stinger down the par 4. Let's go see how far we've got in. Now, when Taylormade first gave us the first little glimpse of the P760, it was Rory Mcilroy and Jason on Instagram of all places. So that just makes me wonder, are they going to put these irons in the bag? Maybe just the long irons. The speed foam in the long irons is a very good idea. And when I first reviewed the P790s, I made a bit of a joke about it. But looking back on it now, actually, the speed foam is pretty revolutionary and it is a fantastic idea. Then you look at the shorter irons. I was amazed how soft the pitching wedge felt. They're a forged iron, they're gonna feel soft. But I guess I didn't really know what I was expecting. Out here on the golf course, I'm already starting to see that they are more forgiving than your average player's iron. But you still have those options that players want. You can still move the ball, you can still flight the ball up and down. We're just short of this bunker. Let's see if we can feed one onto the green. I reckon we've got about an 8 iron in, which is handy because that's all we've got. Turns out we got past the bunker. That's a massive 4 iron, especially this time of year. Looks like we're going in with pitching wedge. It could be a 9, but I don't have a 9. Let's hit a pitching wedge. Okay, these clubs claim to be players' clubs. I'm in between clubs. Should I hit an 8? Should I hit a wedge? I haven't got a 9 iron. Let's hit both. I'm going to try and hit a souped up pitching wedge. I'm going to try and hit a knockdown 8 iron. With a blade players iron, I should be able to do either of those, especially the knockdown 8. Let's go 8 first, then I'll hit a full juiced up wedge. Blocked it a little bit, but the strike felt pretty good. Let's see if we can hit that pitching wedge closer. Fair to say the shot in question there was a full pitching wedge. That's gone a lot closer, but the knockdown 8 iron did still feel pretty good. That's what I'll be looking for in a player's iron. Let's get down there. I'm going to play a few bump and run shots around the greens. See how soft they feel. Come on. I guess looking at Taylormade's dominance this year, you just have to look in, I suppose, my golf bag. I don't get paid to play any golf clubs at all, but when I look in my bag at the moment, Taylormade M3 driver, Taylormade Gapper 2 iron. Still got the Titleist TMB. I'm using the Mizuno JPX 919 Tour irons and I absolutely love them, although I've not had a chance to play with them that much. But I look in the bag tonight, now I'm testing Taylormade irons, and look at this. Taylormade driver, Taylormade driving iron, Taylormade wedges, Taylormade irons. Just Taylormade all over the place. And that's not to say that other brands need to step up, because other clubs are fantastic as well. I just find, for me, Taylormade works. What do you think? Comment below. Do you find a certain brand taking over your golf bag? If so, what brand is it? And has it been for a long time? Or has it just recently crept in there? Okay, I'm going to head up that slope. I'm going to play a few slippery downhill bump and run shots. I've got the pitching wedge. Let's see how soft this club feels. I'll take the 8 iron as well. Sometimes you don't even need words, do you? They felt pretty good. Par 3 tee, this is another one of those really funny yards, 135 yards, could hit a full wedge, could hit a small 8 iron. We're here for testing, so we're going to do both. Be good. Edge is up there nice and close. Let's see how the knockdown 8 iron goes on. Another decent effort, not as soft as blades that I've been using, definitely not, but a club which offers so much forgiveness and still feels soft and is forged and still looks this good. Pretty good. See, knockdown shots have never really been my speciality anyway. Always from being a junior, I've always just liked to get club down, hit it as hard as you can and then hope for the best. What would you say your speciality shot is? Would you say it's a knockdown shot? Would you say it's the full shot, the stinger? I love a stinger. So as you can see here, the pitching wedge has spun back a little bit. That has cost me hitting the green. The 8 iron bump and run, pretty good, about 20 feet, not bad at all. I'm going to do another chip shot with the pitching wedge. Let's see if we can save par and maybe even make a birdie. A little bit heavy-handed with the pitching wedge for the chip. Let's see if we make up for it and make birdie with the 8 iron. Okay, a birdie and a bogey, not too bad at all. The heavy-handed chip there definitely cost me. But I can't really put that down to the club. They do feel soft. They feel soft enough to chip with. And for me, with a player's iron, that's something that I have to test. I have to test how it feels with really short shots, with no speed. Anything can feel soft if you hit it hard enough. Does that make sense? Anyway, one hole left. I'm going to hit an iron off the tee. It's probably going to leave a long way in, which is good. Hopefully we'll get 2 long irons in there. That was crunched. I still think I'm going to have another one of those in though. Let's go find it. So all in all now, you're probably thinking, James, you've done drive ball testing, you've done a full review of 4 iron, 6 iron, 8 iron pitching wedge, you've now done an on-course review of these irons. Surely to God you can come up with some kind of conclusion as to what these irons are like. And I have. These irons are absolutely fantastic. That sounded a bit like Gary Barlow, didn't it? Absolutely fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. They're brilliant. They feel good. They look good in my opinion. I know they're splitting a lot of opinions at the moment with how they look. The one downside pretty much is the price. These things should cost you £1,300 for a set. I mean, come on. That is a lot of money for a set of golf clubs, isn't it? And if you're playing PXGs, you're probably saying, that's pocket change. But it's not, is it? £1,300 is a lot of money. If you think you can get a set of Titleist, you can get a set of Ping, you can get a set of Mizuno for like 800 quid. So you're gonna have 500 quid spare. I don't know. All I know is the fantastic clubs. I'm lucky enough to have been sent half a set to try. I see now why they've sent half a set, because of the price of them. They do everything I would want a set of irons to do. The player's irons, the forged, the soft, but they're still forgiving, especially in the long irons. Let's see if I can back that up and hit the green from here. I'm going to step on a 4 iron. Workability factor there, 10 out of 10. It started on the right hand bunker, moved back to the middle of the green. It is just short. It was a long way. I was asking a lot, but what a club this 4 iron is. To be honest, I could even just have a long iron in there, almost like a driving iron. The speed foam in there just feels fantastic, similar to the UDI iron, or even if you think about it, I'm using the Gapper low driving iron, aren't I? That's got speed foam in there as well. I wonder if they've trademarked speed foam. They must have done. Okay guys, that's about it from me. I'm James Robinson, I'm here at Huddersfield Golf Club. They have been the brand new Taylormade P760 irons. Let me know what you think. Would you use them? Would you pay the money for them? What do you think? Have you tried them yet? They're available for pre-order now and they're out first week in November. If you've got the money, I've got to say they are a fantastic set of irons and they will give you pretty much everything you would expect from a player's iron, which in turn is pretty much what Taylormade said in the press release for these irons. Guys, if you've enjoyed that video, make sure you put the thumbs up, comment below. I've asked you to comment loads of things in this video, so just smash loads of comments below for me. And if you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button. See you soon.